This episode is brought to you by the Teach in Further Education campaign. If you're a skilled professional, your industry experience could be more valuable than you realise. The Teach in Further Education campaign is calling on professionals like you to share those skills by teaching in further education.
You don't always need prior teaching qualifications to start. You can train on the job, sometimes funded by your employer, so you can start shaping lives and earning straight away. You can also teach flexibly, whether that's part-time or full-time. So why not help inspire the next generation? To find out more, search Teach in Further Education.
Right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. What's going on? Little bonus episode, Claire.
These lucky guys. We're getting a little bonus episode off us right now.
Hello, and welcome to the Buckleys. That's me and Claire. This is the podcast where we sit down, have a chat, moan a bit, and invite you into our lives. This episode of the Buckleys is sponsored by Teach in Further Education. Follow us and subscribe on Spotify or whatever podcast app you like to use and enjoy the show. And if you do enjoy the show, why not go ahead and leave us a review? Hey, I'm trying my best here.
Yeah, so am I. Trying to join in.
Yeah, join in. Come and join in. Hey, how have you been?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm all good, Claire.
Good.
What have you been up to over the last couple of days?
Well, I do actually have something to moan about.
Go on.
You know what I'm going to talk about. Because...
Well, this is if I'm
kept
right.
I kept it for this episode.
No, if I'm right, then you're a bit mean.
Mean.
Yeah.
I kept it for this episode.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I know what you kept for this episode as well, because it works for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, go on then.
The shelf.
Yeah, all right. Floating shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficult?
Very difficult to do.
Is it?
It's quite difficult to do a floating shelf, Claire, without any brackets or anything, to get it all lined up. I did a little floating shelf for you.
You did?
Yeah.
Do we have that floating shelf on the wall?
No, it's not there now, and it didn't stay there for very long. Sure.
No.
It was. There are now 2 holes.
There are. Yeah.
But in my defence,
go on.
You were like, "Oh, just stick it up; it'd be fine." You love DIY. You're a very DIY gal.
Yes.
I'm very much just get someone in who knows what they're doing.
Yes, and the only reason I asked you to do it was because I couldn't do it, not because I couldn't physically do it. I wasn't there. I wanted it done. Anyway, it's a whole big shelf story.
In my defence as well.
Do you know what I would? Let me interrupt you.
No.
Let me interrupt you.
In my defence, I'm not good at that stuff, and also I couldn't be bothered. So go on.
That is one thing. You will not give it up. You won't give up on that. Doesn't matter who is trying to say something. You will win that. You never not say it.
Keep going.
I was just going to say,
this is a sponsored episode. Is this?
Oh,
is this the episode that we get divorced?
Yeah. I would like. This is a complete side note to you, producer guy. Can I get a little counter on how many times James says "in my defence"? Because
I'm always on the back foot.
Single episode.
Listen, I'm on the back foot. I'm a married man.
In my defence, Claire.
Married men have to say "in my defence" and "sorry" quite a lot throughout the day.
Anyway, so what is going to have to happen is I am now going to have to fill those holes.
Sure.
Wait for them to dry.
Yes.
Repaint it and then do the shelf myself.
Or get someone in to do it properly. Get a specialist in. Right, in my defence, Claire, which I'm going to make into a T-shirt soon, the old algorithm had been chucking some stuff up at me.
You were feeling a little bit confident.
Well, that was it, right?
I
get quite a lot of tradey stuff on my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's really good. Not only some of the work, you know, when you see someone carve something, you go, my God.
Do you know
that's
what
amazing.
You know what
but
they call
also the
it?
humour and stuff like that on building sites. I get a lot
Well,
of that.
right, yeah. My red flag, I think the kids call it, is I will see something like that. I'll see somebody like building a boat and I'll be like, I could do that.
Right. You're like that with everything. You're like that with everything.
Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. I will admit that.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
You are just like, I can do that.
Yeah. Sometimes I pull it off.
Yeah. Podcasting, I can do that.
I don't want to do this. So let's not pull at that thread, Buckley. Right, so go on then. What made you think you could do it? What have you been watching?
Well, because of all that stuff. All that stuff. People building stuff. Upscaling. What do they call it? Is it upscaling? Furniture.
Yeah.
Upcycling furniture.
Yeah.
I get a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I get a lot of bushcraft stuff. That's what makes me feel like I can put a shelf up.
Right. Okay.
I get lots of like a bloke on his own in the middle of nowhere building basically a shed. He
Yeah.
ends up with
A
like he
little
builds,
house.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'll be able to put a shelf up. I watch lots of that. I also watch lots of, and these are ones that you have to follow along actually. Cabin building.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, cabin building's great. There's a few people on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, and I've been watching them for years now.
Right.
One of them's really sad, actually. One of them's quite a sad story. I think it's called The Outsider. And him and his dad bought some land. I think it's in Alaska or Canada somewhere.
Oh, the dream.
And
Oh no, did the
by
dad
the way, I
die?
understand that Alaska and Canada is different things. I was just thinking of like above America. But him and his dad, they're craftsmen. Him and his dad, absolute
Right. Is
craftsmen.
the dad an old man?
Yeah.
Is
No,
it-
no, he wasn't that old actually.
Oh, he wasn't. I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
And is the son finishing it?
The son's carrying on.
Oh.
And he's got a young family and a little daughter and stuff like that. But
Oh.
there is a little tinge every episode now. There is a little tinge of sadness because they started this whole thing, and the pair of them are brilliant craftsmen.
Right.
Beautiful cabin, not just like bought some 2x4, because I watched some of those as well, where
Yeah.
people buy some land and they basically do build like a sort of shack.
Yeah.
This was all
Logs.
log cabin.
Oh, I'd love that.
And the work that they put into it, and when you sort of stack the logs and you measure everything, and you've got to have everything fit flush, and then they fill the gaps, and it's all stuff, all the materials of land around, and it's all like pine stuff like that they use.
Right.
It's absolutely brilliant. And I watch stuff like that, and I think, well, I should be able to put up a shelf, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Turns out it's really difficult. Here's the detail, right, of this. I'm sure it's called The Outsiders. The floor, wooden floor, right? And obviously you have to screw into the floor.
Right.
And on top of the nails, the screws that they use to screw in the planks,
Yeah.
he'd carved into the wood so that the screws could
screw was
sit below.
flush.
No, the screw goes below.
Right.
And he put pennies in all the, and in like a sort of resin, and then sanded them down.
Yeah.
And throughout and it took him days to go through this whole thing and
well,
put
I've
pennies.
seen that on Instagram where people put pennies all over like their hall or
well,
something.
yeah, they build a floor out of it, don't they?
It's
That
so
is
ugly.
nuts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But yeah, no, I just thought, and I've been watching that kind of stuff for years. Also, I did used to fit kitchens, and I did used to
what I was going to bring up.
I did used to cut wood and measure things and sand stuff down.
What's happening?
And use routers and all this kind of nonsense.
Because this was before me. I met James the actor.
Yeah.
I would love to meet
honestly,
James the kitchen fitter.
When I got my...
That's way made up my street.
When I first got my big paycheck from the In-Betweeners,
Yeah.
I instantly forgot all that stuff.
And they say money doesn't change you.
It does. It definitely does. I instantly was like, my brain just went, just dragged it all into the recycle bin.
This episode is brought to you by the Teach in Further Education campaign. You never know what could be around the corner for you with your career. I don't think we'd ever imagined that we'd be doing this, did we?
I didn't. I did not. Well, it turned out we were all right at it. Yeah. It's the same with teaching in further education. If you're a skilled professional, your industry skills could be more valuable than you realise. Say you're in construction. You've probably picked up a load of real-world, on-site knowledge that you could share with the next generation.
And speaking of, teaching can take place on-site, in workshops, or anywhere learners can get hands-on experience. You can also teach flexibly, whether that's full-time or part-time.
Also, you don't always need a degree or prior teaching qualifications to start. And you can get funded to train on the job, so you can start shaping lives and earning straight away.
There are hundreds of courses taught in further education, so whatever your skills, there's likely a job to match them. Why not share your skills and inspire the next generation of workers in the field that you love? To find out more, search Teach in Further Education.
Claire, fame is fleeting.
Sure
And I know
is.
that better than anyone.
Sure
Right.
is, yeah.
What am I going to do? Once this podcast, this is it. This is the last. This is my Alamo. This podcast. Once this goes down, I'm going to have to retrain.
Yeah?
I'm going to have to retrain.
Oh, Oh, that's exciting. What?
But I'd be up for it.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Is there anything you would like to go into?
Well, you must know that when we first met,
You've got a qualification in design, decor?
nearly.
No? What is
What's
it?
it called? Inside the house.
Yeah, what is that called? Interior design?
Yes. So I didn't finish it, did I? I finished.
Did you not finish it in the
No,
end?
I finished the first little bit, and I passed that, and then I didn't go on and finish it because I
So
was
you've got the first little bit.
got the first little bit, if that means anything.
No, it doesn't.
But no, I didn't finish it because we had babies and stuff. But yeah, I would love to one day do that. But also, I do feel like and I know we are talking about further education and stuff, but I am so for, no matter what time in your life, what age you are, if you want to learn something, go and do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
so for that. I would, if like you say, if this all finished tomorrow, I'd be like, right.
Some of the examples are like sort of being a bricklaying,
Yeah.
obviously joinery,
Yeah.
carpentry, that sort of thing.
I think having a trade is a very good thing.
Yeah. Do you know what one I would do?
Electrician.
Electrician's a good one.
Very good one. Yeah.
I'm just making the for those listening, I'm doing the what's that called?
The money
I'm
sign?
rubbing my fingers and thumb together.
The money side.
Yeah, no, electrician's a good one.
Yeah. See, I would like the boys to get a trade.
Yeah, they will. They need to.
Yeah.
You have to. Otherwise, you'll be like me, useless at putting a shelf. And do you know what? That is literally a saying that I tell people as well. I literally have told people, if you think I'm a bad actor, you should see me put up a shelf.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you'll go, do you know what? He is doing his best. Bless him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But here's one that I would, and even at the time when I was on building sites and things like that, I was like, I need to get into that. I need to learn how to do that. They're like the rock stars of the building site. They're treated like they're artists.
Plasterer.
Absolutely. If you can master plastery.
Yeah.
Mate, you're laughing. Because also you had people on site that were electricians that could do a bit of plastering.
Right.
And they're invaluable.
Right.
They're just like, yeah, get John in, he can do it all.
Right. Yeah.
He'll do the wiring, then he can plaster over it and
Yeah.
Being a plasterer
man,
is
that's the dream husband
and
as well, isn't it?
I have tried it. Before I met you, I lived in a flat with my mate and I tried to plaster a wall.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. What'd you do? Did you
Have
plaster
you ever
yourself
seen,
in?
No, have you ever seen the sea? Now imagine that.
The actual sea.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine that, but but flip it. And
so it's facing you.
Yeah, and put it
Right.
on a wall. That's what it looked like.
On a really rough day.
Yeah, it was a stormy sea. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Plastering is so difficult.
Yeah.
So if you could get into that, man, you're laughing. So that's sort of like construction,
Yeah,
sort
that's
of building
your
tradey
trades,
stuff.
yeah.
Can I throw some other courses
Yes.
if you wanted to do some further education? Claire?
Okay. Yeah.
Dog training and husbandry.
Husbandry? Do they just lump the dogs and the husbands together and you just try and train them in one go? Is that what it is?
Canine emergency first aid.
I was about to say I love animals. That's not true. I would love to work with dogs.
Look
I
at
do
this.
love
Check
dogs.
this out. 3D modelling and game technologies for creative media industries.
See, I feel like that's something that Jude
yeah.
could possibly go into. He's very sort of computer savvy and he loves his gaming and
Here's one that I'm sure our production team don't know about. Video editing and production for creative media industries. You could
Guy,
maybe
sign
do-
up.
you
Get
could
sign up.
sign up
For
to
the
a bit
love
of
of God, get PJ signed up.
How about this? Hockey coaching.
Well,
Ice hockey coaching.
come on.
Or is it the one with the curly wooden sticks?
Well, we'll say it's ice hockey.
Yeah.
Because, go on the Chiefs.
Look, there's just loads of stuff that you can do, and it's never too late to get
That's
involved.
the thing as well. Like, do you remember? This was a few months ago actually, and it was one night we were sitting chatting with our two boys, and we started talking about what they were going to do and what they were actually looking at.
Yeah.
Because our little Jude, he is very computery. He loves animation and all that stuff.
I mean, even in your 20s, most people
Absolutely.
still don't really know
No.
what they're passionate about
No.
or what they want to do. And
No. There
So
you
it's
go.
great. It's great.
Further education, I'm so all for it. In fact, I would actually genuinely love to go back and finish my interior design
should
course
do.
and so it'd be so exciting. Imagine having like your own little business
Yeah.
and
There's nothing stopping you.
I know.
That's the thing. We all think there is.
There's this block, innit?
We
I'm like,
all
well, I'm
think
in my
there is.
30s.
Yeah. We all think there is.
Do
There's
it,
always
man.
a way. There's
Do
always
it.
a way.
Right, so we've spent a lot of this episode talking about teach in further education. The thing is, though, neither of us actually teach in further education.
No, I've still got some. I've still got some hoops I need to jump through before I get to the point where I can teach people.
No, yeah.
So instead of hearing us just talk about it, we thought we'd hear from a gentleman called Simon who has proper trades and skills,
Oh.
unlike me, to hear about his journey into teaching in further education. And he had some anecdotes for us. We've got a little voice note from Simon.
Oh, a voice note.
Let's listen to it.
I spent 25 years in the construction industry. I used to fit kitchens. Went round somebody's house once to take a kitchen design and quote round to present to them. Knocked on the door, and the guy answered the door. Hello, you're right, nice to see you. Yeah. Came in, dog's sort of right next to me, following me around. Walks into the room. Dog sort of sits down next to me. I'm thinking, oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway, halfway through doing the presentation, dog stands up, crouches down. There's a massive turd right in the middle of their carpet. I'm thinking, okay. And they don't say anything. They just carry on as if it's perfectly normal. Absolutely stank. My God. Anyway, I finished the presentation. They said, okay, thanks very much. I think we'll get back to you. Okay, they're being a bit odd. Got up, walked out, and they said, are you taking your dog with you? I said, it's not my dog. So basically, they'd opened the door and this random dog from the street had walked in with me. So they thought it was my dog. I thought it was their dog. It's done a massive turd in their front room. And off we go. Anyway, they didn't laugh very much about it. I didn't get the job. But great story. There came a moment when I realised that I didn't really want to be working in my trade for the rest of my life. I'd already, employed apprentices and young people and trained them up. And the idea is to basically train them well enough that they can go and do it themselves. And lots of them have. Lots of them have gone off and started their own companies and been, quite successful. And that's been a joy to sort of see that progression. And I think it was that point that I realised that maybe I could do that for a job. So I did. So one day I just sat down, did a little Google search, kitchen and bathroom jobs, just to see what else was out there. And what came up was teaching apprentices how to fit kitchens and bathrooms in a college that was about 7 minutes from my house. Perfect, I thought, but, I haven't got a teaching degree, haven't got any experience in teaching, but did it anyway. Had a little go, went down and had an interview. That went well, and I got the job. And that was about 6.5 years ago now. Loved every minute of it.
Brilliant.
Aww. He should have opened with serious stuff because we've got to talk about the dog first.
Yeah. I like that he was like, the dog laid one out on the carpet there. And then he was like, I was thinking, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I've got the next generation that should be putting up with this stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God, what a great story.
That's a really good story.
That's it though, isn't it?
Thank you, Simon.
If you can teach somebody
Yeah.
and then sit back.
Let them put up with the stray dogs.
Exactly. There you go.
That's always good. And listen, it's stuff like that would make Simon a good teacher. All that experience.
Yeah.
That's like the Kit Kat story, but about 10 times worse.
That's crazy. Yeah. We got a bit of pushback on that Kit Kat story. I seen some comments saying, because we were way the guy who wrote in, we were like, yeah, just run. Yeah. Everybody was going, you should have went back and gave her your Kit Kat.
How do you go back and face that?
I don't know. That's what everybody was saying.
I think those decisions come up in split seconds.
They do. And they're not always right.
But it's great hearing from people like Simon who end up teaching and passing on their knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to do the same, what do you think we could pass on? I don't have any knowledge. Podcasting. Could I teach someone how to podcast?
No.
What about acting? Here's something for you, Claire. All right.
I think why they're laughing is because they were waiting for you to say acting.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I thought you'd come in with that over podcasting.
Let me tell you something.
Go on.
In my defence,
Go on.
I like teaching. I would like to teach television acting
Right.
specifically.
Right.
Because a lot of, even when I was growing up and I was going to like drama clubs and stuff like that, it's all very sort of,
Stage.
it's all very stage
Yeah.
or improv
Right.
and things like that. Whereas I'd like to do a course where we have a camera and we set it up, and because there's little things
That you need to know.
that people don't realise about, like if you're walking into a room and you're saying a line, you're closing the door and you close the door on over your line. You've got a time, like I was doing a thing last week there with Lenny Rush, and we were at a table having breakfast, and I kept saying a lot. I kept putting my cup down over my line. I was going, sorry, can I do that again? Da-da-da. And it's just little things like that.
Right.
Don't block block
Somebody
the
else's
There's
line.
loads of stuff I could
Yeah.
get into that you don't learn as a
You
kid.
should start your own little drama school.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Why not?
But yeah, teaching is just a great way. It's a great,
Well,
like, it's so important. It is
Yeah,
so
I mean,
important.
and also like what you're saying, so that's like a specialized sort of section
Yeah,
of acting
yeah.
that you would want to teach. So the more specialized or the weirder, the better. And if you feel like sharing them with the next generation rather than just us, why not train others at your local college? Search Teach in Further Education to learn more.
Right, that's it for this week's special little bonus episode of the Buckleys. We'll be back, of course, with normal. What do they call it? Service.
Normal
service will resume
resume
in a couple of days' time, I'm sure. However,
Well,
you,
on Thursday.
Yes.
Whatever.
remember, you can get in touch with your stories and questions by emailing thebuckleys@platformmedia.uk, or you can message us at the Buckleys Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And why not consider sharing your skills where it matters most and help inspire the next generation of workers in the field that you love? Head to teachinfurthereducation.education.gov.uk to find out more. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Little bonus one for you.
Bye!
Go on the Chiefs.
Chieftains!